skin. Let's all come together.
Let's find somebody fun. Where you at, Joe? How you doing, Joe?
What's up, Roadmaster? I'm loads of fun. Jeff Ross, that's already verified. How the hell don't I get verified? And what do you want to talk about so I can get verified? I want the world to know who I am. Yeah.
Who will tell me, and then maybe I can tell the world. Joe Hundo.
All
My
right.
name's
Well, my
Jeff.
name, Jeff, guess what I'm about to do? I'm about to tell you my life story because this is the most internet activity I've ever received. And you're verified. You deserve to hear this. There is people out here that don't have a voice and they have stories to tell. So I'm 36 years old. I live in Texas.
Okay.
Um,
All
when
right.
I was 18, I had a decision
Mm-hmm.
to make. I could go
Uh-huh.
off to college with my auntie and uncle who are only 5 and 6 years older than me, or I
Okay.
can stay behind and raise a baby with a girl who cheated on me, and I stayed.
Geez, that doesn't sound fun either.
Well, it's been loads of fun, honestly.
Oh,
It's been
that's
loads
good.
of fun. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just starting there with my base to say, like, I have a lot of shit to say, man, because I've experienced life. And
How old are
I
you?
don't know. I'm 36,
Oh, okay.
and I moved from Florida to Texas.
Okay.
Um, I coach youth sports. I have a podcast. I'm known a lot in my little city.
Oh, okay. Where do you live?
I live in San Antonio.
Oh, that's nice.
Where do
What's your
you live,
podcast
Jeff?
about? I'm in Los
My
Angeles,
pod.
but I'm from New Jersey.
Okay. My podcast is pretty much about anything under the sun. Honestly, I've been following the news a lot lately, just trying to explain myself from a strong black man's point of view. That's not an idiot out here in America. That's from the streets. Like some, you know how you say people from the streets they go to jail or they die,
Yeah.
or like I'm somebody that lived from the streets and I sold, whatever, and I never got caught. I don't have any felonies. You know what I'm saying.
Right.
I no longer do that. My oldest son, who's not biologically mine, he is almost done with his first college semester, and
Mm-hmm.
I just talk about, honestly, just not being stupid. My thing is called IFAM, Intelligent Form of an American Mind. And it's a
Oh,
code that if
okay.
you live by and do it properly, again, that's IFAM. It's a code that if you go by, you can beat the system to a certain extent.
Right.
I come from nothing. My father still smokes crack to this fucking day. I've told him that
That's
I used
sad.
to sell
That's
it.
sad.
It's very sad, but it's life. And I've told him multiple times to leave crack alone. You have opportunity with your grandsons. He don't fucking care. And I'm Jeff. I'm just telling you about myself. So I'm about to hush now, and we can have a convo.
I appreciate
Cause I,
that. Well, it's good getting to
yeah.
know you.
All right.
Well, did you vote?
Yes, I definitely voted.
Did you? So you did a mail-in, or did you go to a polling place, or how did it go?
I went early voting. I stood in line for about an hour and a half, and I cast my vote for Donald J. Trump.
You did, as a strong
Why?
black man for Trump.
Why wouldn't I?
I don't know. You tell me. Not many black people are voting for Trump, are they?
Well, Jeff, that would depend on how many black people you speak to on a daily basis, brother. I'm just being honest. I'm just being
All right.
honest.
My
Because
black friends are voting for Biden and
okay,
Kamala.
you're black. Okay, see, I used to be a low information voter as well, and I was
Oh,
black,
okay.
and I jumped out and I voted. When my first time to vote, the world was screaming, "Get George Bush out of office," and I was young
Wow.
enough and old enough to vote, and I voted against Bush. He won. I lived. I prospered. You know what I'm saying? So I voted for Barack because he was black. That's what everybody was saying. Again, another low information vote. And then Hillary versus Trump come around. I don't vote. I take a step back and I see it for what it is. Trump's in office, and now I'm that many more years older, and I'm living life, and I see what it is. And I'm still alive. Trump's still in office. He's not a racist. He's a bigot. And a lot of black people don't understand that we all are bigots in our
What's the
own
difference
way.
between
Like
a race, Joe? What's the difference
racist,
between a racist and a bigot? I never heard this.
you can always, I'm going to just drop a selfless plug here. You can always follow the link in the description on this profile, and find all this information that I'm speaking on. The difference between a low information, the difference between a bigot and a racist. A bigot is someone who just wants to be around like-minded people.
Right.
So if you are an 80-year-old millionaire, how the hell do you give a fuck or want to be around a 36-year-old black man in poverty? I don't
Good
want to be
question.
around any homeless people myself, right? So do that make me like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you have to break it down and look at the words for what they are. Racist is out here screaming. I've never heard Trump say, fuck y'all niggas. Y'all niggas ain't getting shit. Get that black nigga right there. Get him out. He said, get him out of here. Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Don't want him in here. He ain't say, get that nigga out of here, man, because he black. Like
Right.
when someone brings that to the forefront of this Donald Trump being racist, then yes, he's a racist. I'm a black man. How can I not see racism? Donald Trump ain't that. Before he was president, everybody in the hip hop community, which runs the fucking world, wanted to be Donald Trump.
Well, then he was exposed as the hypocrite and not necessarily the best businessman. And then suddenly the rappers were backing off.
The rappers were doing what they were told, and nobody will ever be the quote unquote best businessman. And especially and this is what I'm saying, brother. I understand what you're saying, but me personally, my finances, I couldn't financially understand anything Donald Trump goes through. So why to make myself smart would that's all people throw out there, stuff that, you know what I'm saying? Like, the rappers are dumb, they dumb puppets. They don't even know what a minstrel show is. They don't know the minstrel show, the most popular show fucking on earth. It is all started from black, like they just 2020 minstrel shows. Why would I listen or care about? I'm just an example with Trump not being racist is why I reference rappers. Outside of that, rappers are retarded. Clearly.
Well, 50 Cent, he endorsed Trump.
Yes.
I was very surprised by that.
But you got to think about what all type of shit 50 Cent be doing. Nothing should surprise you with 50 Cent.
I knew him when he was $3 for $1.
You met him when he was a quarter.
You sound like an interesting, but a little. You're very opinionated, which I guess makes you a fun guy to talk to. And I see the listeners want to leave us some messages. Should we play some?
Yeah, go ahead, man. It's your show.
All right. This is Jeff Ross, live on stereo. Seeing what the fans are saying, seeing what the listeners are saying, right here on Election Eve.
No,
all
my
right.
name's
Jeff. Please join
Jeff,
the real
guess
Jeff
what I'm
Ross.
about to do? I'm about to tell you my life.
Oh, sorry, that one had feedback. I don't know why.
His background sounds like he's like Forrest Gump, but urban life.
Yeah, and you sound like you're still waiting to get some pussy, but it'll happen. Keep living. Oh yeah.
When you hang with me, Joe on stereo, you got to expect to get some roasting in. I'm just letting you know.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm trust me. I'm a chess player. I'm ready for it. Let's do it.
All right, here we go.
I would love to have an opportunity to tell you my life story, Jeff Ross. Jesus Christ. I didn't realize that normal people like us could go live with you.
Wow. All you got to do is... Go ahead, Jeff. I'm sorry.
It's all right, Joe. Go ahead. You go first.
I was just gonna say, man, like I had a very interesting conversation with a dude I asked to get on the podcast. He had elephants in his backyard. He's Hindu, and we had a long conversation. I was leaving my friend's house connected to his Wi-Fi, so I pulled up and kept my conversation going. And I was like, let me do one more before I go home because I'm just trying to promote my podcast. And then you popped up.
All right. Well, you know what I do? Sometimes I take my stereo chats and I post them on my podcast feed, and that way both audiences grow. So there's a little tip for you there.
Could I drop a plug?
Of course.
Okay. Anybody out there listening, please follow my profile and follow the link in the description. My Instagram is at GITULIVE. I don't know what the Instagram is, Jeff, because I'm 420'd out and it's
why do you plugging shit if you don't even know what the fuck it is, Joe Hundo? Come on.
But I wasn't expecting to meet Jeff Ross today, so I don't have my shit together. I'll be the first one to admit it.
Is that why you're dressed like? Right. Is that why you're dressed like a? You're going on a safari in the Bronx with your Kango safari look?
Well, honestly, I couldn't find an avatar that really matches how I look. I'm more of a Bob Marley looking dude, honestly, and that's the best I could do. So I'm either gonna go all the way direct with it, Jeff, or I can go totally left field, and I chose left field. Could we listen to some more messages?
All right, here we go. This is live on stereo. We're Jeff Ross and my random ass guest Joe Hundo. Come on, Ugly Bones, where you at?
Let's get this week started, man.
Yeah, Ugly Bones, come on, get it started. Come on. Try it again. He's watching.
Ashes, where the fuck you at?
Yeah,
what he's doing. I don't even know what he's talking about.
See, Jeff, your black friends are all celebrities, so.
George Bush out of office. Yeah,
thank you, Barry.
You got to get like Jeff. Thanks, Barry.
You're fun to talk to, Joe.
I've been told, Jeff. I'm also told that. Go ahead.
You don't meet a lot of African American Trump supporters that are willing to admit it. So that's interesting.
Well, this was my very first time, Jeff Ross. This is a Joe Hundo exclusive with the Jeff Ross exclusive. And that's all it boiled down to, brother. You got a verification title right there. Why wouldn't I put it all out there on the line? What kind of dogs you got?
I got 2 German Shepherds. Okay, when they heard Trump supporter, they started barking.
That's good. My dog.
See, it happened again.
There we go. I got 2 men pins myself.
2 what?
Miniature pincers.
Oh, okay. Fancy dogs, little fancy dogs.
Hey, gotta represent where you can. Yes. Playpen Kennels.
All right. Well, you're representing your little fancy dogs. All right. Yeah. Here we go. Let's hear somebody. We got a lot of messages. This will be fun.
Let's get them.
Jeff Ross, I went and voted yesterday, early voting, and I wrote you in as a presidential candidate.
Oh, thank you very much. Another schmuck who wasted his vote. Great.
What an idiot. At least you gave him his 15 minutes, Jeff. He wanted 5 minutes.
15 seconds of fame.
Exactly.
Leave us a message. Come on stereo, folks, and you get your 15 seconds of fame.
For real. Leave the messages. Jeff Ross.
That's pretty good.
That was funny, yeah.
That's good. All right, let's try it again. Come on with this guy.
I voted for Yogi the Bear because he always knew what was happening in the woods.
And you don't know what's happening. Yes.
He's saying that because my avatar looks like Yogi the Bear.
Oh, okay. I got you.
So I got to give him that. You know, this is like a roast session. You know, we're talking politics, generally speaking, but we also got to respect the fact that people want to roast all the time. I mean, it helps break the tension in life. And it's
Yeah.
also the time of night where my puppy dog, just tortures my old lady dog. They just ate, and all they want to do is wrestle. Do your dogs do that, Joe?
Yes, and that's the same situation. My oldest dog, which is my youngest dog, Auntie, she's 6 and he's 2, and it's exactly like that. I got a
Oh yeah,
message. So am I baby popular now too, or no?
we're all popular, baby. Come on.
Let's hear our one
Look,
message.
bro, nobody know.
Nobody know what,
Okay.
Katie.
What's between a racist?
Yeah, let's see.
Joe, what's the difference
Two
between a racist and
times.
a
People are feeding back for some reason. Let's get this right. Come on, listeners.
Yo, why don't you want to be around any homeless people though? It's not their fault they're homeless. Well, it's not all of their fault they are.
Because I'm a bigot against homeless. Sorry, I'll support when I can, but outside of that, don't want to be around them.
Okay, so you're a bigot against homeless people. That's not right.
I mean,
What?
well, I'm saying it aloud. Remember that, Jeff. You're a bigot in your own ways. You just might not say it out loud, or you might not acknowledge it. That's all I'm saying.
Okay,
And
I can see that.
that's what Donald Trump is doing. Then we taking it personal. Like, what is wrong with us?
Do you think that's a good thing? I don't necessarily think it's a good thing.
No,
Why
I
would you
don't.
want to be
I won't
bigoted
say.
against anybody, even if you're not aware of it? If you become aware of it, like you've become aware of it, don't you want to be more compassionate towards the homeless, Joe? Why do you call yourself a
Like,
bigot against any type of people?
so
We're all
again, for
human.
one,
We're all human.
I agree, but my father is a crackhead who lives a homeless life. So if I got resentment in that area, that's what I'm saying. We can't analyze each and everything that someone says unless we really ready to have like a conversation like that, Jeff. But if we can do that or we can listen to messages, it's up to you, dog.
This
Nah, but
guy's
I,
no
I
I got
good.
a
understand what
question.
you're saying on
Do
a more
y'all think
serious
it's
note,
going to
though, Jeff.
be a civil war after the election?
Thank you, Miles. Good question for us, Joe.
That's a very good
Sorry to cut you
question.
off there, but the question
You did.
is there going to be a civil war after the election? Huh. Well, I'll say this. I think this is America's midlife crisis. I don't think we're anywhere near a civil war. I think people are screaming from both sides because they're feeling hurt. People want to be heard. There's been some fantastic movements the last few years, whether it's the women's empowerment movement or the Black Lives Matter movement, or I went to a rally for immigrants in Austin, Texas, when the Muslim ban was taking hold and when they started closing up the southern border, or at least, making it a very intimidating and hateful place. So I'm all about, recognizing the differences we have in each other, but also listening to each other and trying to talk it out. That's my thing. And here we are on election eve. I don't feel like we're in civil war. People are watching the news. People are anxious. Some people are out on the streets. A lot of people have voted already. Here's me and Joe Hundo right here on stereo having a very sort of thoughtful conversation. He's a Trump voter. I am not. And that's okay. We're going to get along just fine, right, Joe?
Yeah, because we not Joe Biden and you not Trump. We not Joe Biden. I'm not Trump. We two people having a conversation. Like what we doing right now, Jeff. We being American, man, and at its truest form. Two strangers talking, coming from totally different places, and it ain't nothing but peace and love. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what's going on right now. You let
And this
some
conversation
no,
this conversation came up organically. Like I was just talking
yeah,
to random people on stereo,
yep,
and we just
yep,
we
and
just got matched.
Yep, and me personally, that's just how I am. And you wouldn't be the first like randomly organic person that I met and I hit it off with, like you for what it's worth. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I appreciate it. Anybody can follow me on any platform at Joe Hundo. The link is in the description to my YouTube. I'm trying to grow my
I
podcast.
I just followed you on stereo so that we can,
I
I can
appreciate it.
follow what you're doing on stereo. And social media. You know what I mean? That's the fun thing. Instead of 140 characters, Stereo's got unlimited characters. I can talk all fucking day if I want.
Yes.
And by the way, you're a character. I'm a character.
Yes.
We're all avatars.
Yes, exactly.
You know, so seems like we have gotten people to want to hear from us and talk to us.
Yes,
so
let's
this
get
is
the
live on
questions coming in.
stereo. I'm going to hit some of these buttons.
Okay.
Let's all just try to be happy. Why can't that be? Why is that so impossible?
Oh, yeah. Let's just be happy. I like that. It's so hard to be happy when some people are oppressed and some people aren't, is the problem.
Yeah.
And it's hard for me to be happy when I think there's children separated from their parents because their parents they were sent out of the country. So it's hard as Americans to be complacent, I think. Everybody deserves opportunities. Everybody deserves to be treated humanely. That's where I'm coming from tonight. To answer the original question, I don't think there'll be a civil war. If there ever is a civil war, Joe, I think it's going to be between the gun right, they'll be between the states that legalize marijuana and the states that make it easier to buy a gun. You know, those gun states are going to take over the marijuana states pretty easy.
Yeah, that's true.
They won't even have to bring their guns. They could take over with like an ice cream truck. Everybody's going to have the munchies.
Stoned out. Yes. Shout out to Denver.
Do you ever partake in the marijuana, Joe Hundo?
Yes, sir. I'm most definitely 420 friendly. I got my best friend. He stays in Denver. And I spend my April 20s there.
Oh, is that right?
Yes.
But does that line up with being a Trump supporter? Because they also have the Christian right, and marijuana be frowned upon by Mike Pence and the sort.
But see, so again, that comes to the stuff that I frown on them, what they got going on. It's my prerogative to, I don't agree with everything they do. And if I'm voting for them, I damn sure know they ain't gonna mind not agreeing with everything I do. That's what I'm saying, Jeff. At the end of the day, people are so caught up on whatever that they don't understand that, like, yo, we really are in America. This is America. Chill out, calm down. Like, that's all it, like, me. I'm African American, right? They're gonna put me in my casket. They're gonna put me in my casket, and guess what? I'm gonna always know more about America than I'll ever know about Africa. Thanks for the extra quotation mark before American, but at the end of the day, my sons are American. I'm American. My dogs are German, but they are American raised. They're not out here. They don't respond to German. They respond to English and slang and Ebonics.
Well, it's me, Joe Hundo, and I got 2 dogs. You got 2 dogs. We may not agree on who to vote for, but we can agree that we're having some fun here live on stereo, and I can listen to some of you motherfuckers too.
Fuck yes. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome, Ziggler.
You're welcome.
Fuck yes, baby.
Jeff, Joe does not speak for all of the black community. Anyone can obviously tell that Donald Trump cannot run a government. Sometimes it's not about being a racist. And, just not being racist to black people doesn't mean you're not racist. You can be racist to Mexicans. You can be racist to Spanish people.
Totally agree.
But if that's all, Joe wants to see, then I guess Joe can just be blind to racism,
What?
and other,
Woo-hoo! Come on!
Woo!
Thank you, Sean, for your thoughtful voicemail. What do you think about that, Joe? I mean, you heard the man.
Thank you, Sean. What I think about that is that's really absurd what he said, because at the end of the day, I'm black. I sound black. I can articulate myself like a man with my chest out. If my son was talking to any grown man on the phone, face to face, and he wasn't speaking clear, I would address that. My son would gather himself, and then he would start speaking properly. So, son, if you hear that, I would love for you to respond to what I'm about to say.
Wow.
Donald Trump is a racist. That is your opinion. You perfectly fine to have that. I'm looking for it. 36 years in America, it's racist white people out here. They will not leave. They're not going anywhere. For whatever reason, me personally, I've understood and I've achieved how to live, interact. I adapted because if you jumped in 20 seconds ago, you would have missed I've sold this and that. I don't have felonies. It's a system that you can play around in. I did it. I moved 12 hours away from home when it was like, boy, I have to live this life. My mom was like, no, I don't, because I'm American. That's all it boils down to, Sean. Being American, you being able to choose.
I don't
Take
know,
a deep
man.
breath.
I'm not sure
Go
you're
ahead.
answering his question, Joe. He's saying you don't recognize the president as racist.
No.
And Sean is saying it doesn't have to just be because you're black. He's saying,
oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Right. Somebody who's Muslim or Mexican could also feel discriminated against. So you don't speak for everybody, but you can't say he's not. If you're not feeling it as a black person, I'm a Jew. I don't think Trump hates Jewish people. So some people say that,
but I can't. And this is what I'm saying too, Jeff. Everything that I'm speaking is from a black 36-year-old perspective. Someone who, again, my father is a crackhead. I can only speak from my perspective. I couldn't speak from Sean's perspective. And if Sean can't understand that, I don't have, whatever whatever section he's with, whatever culture he represents, more power to you. My best friend here in San Antonio, shout out to T Money, he is Hispanic. The things I've heard Donald Trump say about Hispanics, to me personally, yes, that was racist. But I don't speak or represent the Hispanic community. But I can respect it and love it and have it at my house and have little T Money over there. But when it comes time to speak, I don't speak fluent Spanish, and I don't speak for that community.
Well, that's true. So I guess it gets to our original thought, which is, the difference between a racist and a bigot. And you don't think you think the president's not racist, but he's a bigot. And you don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. And you consider yourself a bigot against homeless people. Are there any other groups, Joe? Any other groups? And I'm not trying to challenge you, and I'm not trying to be a wise guy or anything like that. I just enjoy hearing your thoughts, and your nuances are fascinating. And I think people, here on election night, election eve, it's interesting to hear a Trump supporter and a Biden supporter. Yeah.
But I want to be clear that everybody's a bigot in their own right. Again, remember, I'm just saying it out loud. It's things that we all are. Nobody, everybody that's non-black right now listening, when was the last time you had a black person in your home? Please answer truthfully, somebody. Because again, I couldn't tell you when the last time I had a Caucasian in my home. But my best friend is Hispanic.
That's so sad.
But no, it's not, because my Caucasian friends don't come over. And I'm not mad because, I'm not taking it personal. That could be something.
It's not because you're black that they don't come over because you're black, then they're not your friends. What are you talking about?
Hey, I'm not an inviting person, and I moved away from home too, Jeff. So I'm not out here inviting everybody to come over.
I don't even think about whether my friends are black and white when I'm thinking about who's coming by. That's a tough way to live your life. That's a tough way to live your life.
It's not tough because it's a truthful question. Again, it's a truthful question. That's all I'm saying. When you walk in the supermarket, you'll be surprised that if you're in it, Jeff, these are the conversations that as Americans, these are the type of conversations that people should be having. That's real. Because if you walk in the supermarket and you see 10 white people, out of them 10 white people, when do you think the last time they had a black person over for dinner? And then we could line up the same 10 black people and ask the same about a white person. And I would fall in the category of nope, couldn't tell you when the last time a white person was over.
That's the saddest thing I've heard in a long time.
It shouldn't be sad, brother. Because for
It's
one,
just
San
sad, even if
Antonio
it's true. It's just
I
sad.
can respect that. I can respect it. When people tell me I got messages, do I play those or are those for you?
I'll play your messages. You're probably going to get reamed. I'm just warning you now.
I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go. Me and my friends have these tough conversations offline.
Hey, Joe Hundo, at least you keep it at 100, man. Sometimes
straight
we hit you and you forget some shit, man.
Straight up. Follow me.
But you always gotta be ready, man. Like that hat on Jeff Ross' head, man. It's always ready.
Thanks for lighting it up, bud. I always got my Roastmaster fedora because I am motherfucking fedorable.
Roastmaster. Okay, I got
the Roastmaster, and look at you dressed like some kind of weird. I don't even know. You look like an inventor that used to hang out with Run DMC.
I was going for incognito as much as I could.
You put the no.
Messages in here.
You're putting the no in incognito.
I love the safari look.
Thank you, Kiwi.
I really like the safari look. I think it suits you. It's not a bad look.
Cheers.
Thank you very much. We're on safari, hunting for some fucking good messages.
Joe, move the link to like one of the Twitter part or something because you can't click on it from where you have it.
All right, listen, you can do your fucking tech meetings off my show. All right, Golden Strata.
Thank you, bro. Just follow me.
Hey guys, I was wondering if I could have a shout out for my YouTube channel. It's Babonic X Ryan YT.
Thank you, deleted. I don't know what the fuck that one.
I have a senile horse in my backyard. What should I do?
Call Peter.
I have a senile horse in my backyard. What should I do? I don't know. Just remember, if you get horny, nay means nay. All right. We're live on stereo. This is Jeff Ross. I bumped into this awesome guy, Joe Hundo. Here we go, folks.
Hey, that nigga way more than 420'd out. That nigga sipping that Jack Daniels Lucky number 7.
No, I don't drink. I only smoke. I don't do any drugs. I just smoke, and I only smoke Reggie.
What's Reggie?
It's not the shit that's the shit from the 90s is the best way that I can explain it to you, Jeff.
All right.
It
sounds yummy. What flavor is it? Is it strong?
It's no. It's not none of that. I smoked the shit that your mama and daddy was smoking in the 70s. It's called regular weed. Regular weed. Like I'm just trying to live one life, not the new drugs and alcohol. Jack Daniels, no, man. You might not know. I don't drink.
Gotcha.
Because Jeff, my daddy is a crackhead. So why would I jump out here and chase down vices? You see what I'm saying? I understand what I have in my genetics that's set up already. So why would I want a stronger marijuana? Why you see? But it's just, hey, some people are not willing to say that they biggest out loud, Jeff. I look at my problems, I look in the mirror, and I try to get to the darkest spot of my pupils as I can. For real, it's about what you see in that reflection.
I feel you. So you don't know if you smoke a sativa or an indica. You just sort of smoke the old, swag.
Swag. Like put it like this. I'm very educated on marijuana. Don't play. I'm educated enough on marijuana to know that all I need to smoke is Reggie. Put it like that, Jeff. My best friend is in Denver. Shout out to Colorado. Shout out to the Oracle.
All right, we're talking to Joe Hundo, a 420 friendly Trump voter live on stereo. Come on, let's see these messages.
Joe Hundo's profile makes it look like Hunter S. Thompson joined a barbershop quartet.
Hello, my lady. Hello, my darling. Hello,
Jeff
my
Frost
darling.
and Joe Hundo for president.
Yeah,
Hey, I'll be vice president, Jeff. I like to play the background.
Hey, yo, what's up, fellas? I just want to say, Jeff Ross, man, I've been a fan of yours ever since I saw you at the Shaq roast or the Emmitt Smith roast, but you really roasted Shaq, and you've been doing your thing, brother. I love watching all your roasts. You're the baddest man in the world when it comes to that realm of comedy. So
Fuck yeah,
just wanted to let you know. And my man Joe Hundo, I respect you for your opinion, man, but you crazy as hell supporting Trump. That's just how I feel on that, but I can't knock you for doing your thing, brother. So I ain't gonna say nothing negative about it. You know, we just got a difference of opinion, man. Do your thing. Don't call me low information, nigga.
Thanks. You want? Let me respond real quick, Jeff. Brother,
Act accordingly. Thank you for your awesome message. Go ahead.
Everything you just said was true, brother. But if I can't call you low information, how in the same sentence can you call me nigga? And that's just something I asked you on the internet because everything you said was genuine and sincere, and I definitely can respect that.
Wow. Well, you're going to have a lot of black people who don't agree with you, Joe. I mean, you know.
No.
What has Trump done for you as a black person? If you're going to think about it in terms of race, what has he really done?
Trump did the same thing for me that every president that I've had in my whole life done for me. Nothing. Right. I'm just being honest, man. I come from nothing. No, I don't. It's no trust funds. And it ain't never. No one ever knocked on my door and said, "Yes, the president or the America's doing this for you guys." And I know I'm straight. Like I'm straight. I'm not out here searching for healthcare because I have insurance. My sons are. I'm just saying like that. But that's my life, and I'm not looking for a president to do anything. My thing, everyone listening, how is your president gonna make the country strong? Trump is a nationalist. The Bidens are I can't even think of the word right now, but they are not nationalists.
They're diplomats. They're diplomats.
They're globalists. They're not no damn diplomats.
That's a bad word for somebody. The guy was in the Senate for decades. He's not a globalist. He takes care of his own. He's an American. He's a civil servant. I hate when they call him a crook. How much money? You can't make any money doing what he does.
So outside before the speaking before he started speaking, where did he get his money from?
Speaking, he's been in the Senate for 40 freaking years. They make a few $100,000 a year.
Okay,
Biden.
But what is his net worth right now?
Whatever. It's a fraction. Even if it's millions, he's a smart guy who's been helping people. He was Obama's freaking vice president. Are you going to say he's a crook?
No,
you know that's bullshit.
I haven't said that. I'm just speaking on his net worth. I'm just asking about.
I think he probably has a couple homes. He probably has a couple homes. He's probably got some money tucked away. His wife's a doctor. I mean, what do you want? What could be better credentials? Well, you didn't vote for him.
No, it's a lot of people. So when I went to the ballot to vote, it was not just Joe Biden and Trump. It was a lot of other names. It was a lot of other people I did not vote for. So, it ain't just like if you win and you didn't vote for Trump, if Joe Biden win, me and you are going to live to see another day, hopefully. Like America's not just going to turn around and shut down. Like either way, and that's my whole thing. Everybody's thinking like right now that it ain't gonna be a civil war, but people acting like the world, America is just gonna shut down and whoever voted
I know
for
it's ridiculous.
It's
like Y2K. It's like Y2K.
Yeah, and that was a big ass joke, and that's why I said, bro. Like my thing is, I'm American. It's about being American. I could be African American at my home. I could be African American about my friend. But to be a part of the United States, if everybody will wake the fuck up and understand what the word united is, we could be stronger in our neighborhoods. And that's when it grows. You stronger in your neighborhoods, you stronger in your county, stronger in your district, your state, and it all trickle. Like, let's get rid of the whole mentality of the shit trickle downhill. But it ain't gonna happen during my lifetime. It's gonna be my children's children see the change that I know that America can do, regardless of who y'all voted for. The change is already coming, and it's gonna be our children's children. That's what people.
So you got to vote for somebody who will who will help make history for your children's children. Do you like the way the Supreme Court is going? Do you really want to see abortion and healthcare go away? You're talking about your children's children? What makes you think they're not going to need help from? They're not going to need help from the government. Maybe.
That's not how it's set up. That's not because that's not how it's set up. That's not. We don't. My wife. She's the oldest of 4 girls. Out of the 4 girls that her mother had, my wife is the only one that has never had her name on a project housing apartment, because that's not how I was raised. You understand?
Well, you're lucky the most. You're luckier than most. You had good parents.
No, that ain't luck. That's not.
I'm all for hard work, Joe, but I don't hear enough compassion.
But my dad is a crackhead, Jeff. My parent. That's what I'm saying, brother. You can't.
All right, you keep saying that, but that doesn't mean you can't have compassion for crackheads.
I can. I do. I have. I've had a lot. I mean, I'm just saying. I don't. My mother did a very good job. I agree. But when my dad was not hitting on shit, I'm with you. Let's listen to let's move the next thing, Jeff.
All right. We're live on stereo, talking to Joe Hundo, who's a lot of fun, and I'm sure people are gonna have some very hard comments for you, Joe. So here we go.
Hey, Jeff, if you don't vote for Trump, you ain't white.
Wow.
When you said torture your lady dog, I assumed something completely different.
Hey, get that guy some subtitles.
No, you gotta get a friend that speaks slang, man.
I just feel like stereo. Sometimes they need like a door guy just to not let in the drunk people.
Jeff Ross, you corn on the cob face looking motherfucker.
Finally, something I can agree with tonight. This guy's too fucked up. Here we go.
Ugly bone.
Let me tell you, Joe,
Damn,
you could just be a paycheck away from being homeless yourself. So if I were you, I would not be talking about how you hate homeless people.
No, I didn't say I hated them. I didn't say I hated them, but again, I come from nothing.
Do you want to clarify how you feel about people that disenfranchised?
Yes, that's a very beautiful word there, Jeff. People that are disenfranchised to me are different than homeless people, though.
Okay.
Disenfranchised are people that's looking for government assistance and don't understand how the shit work, and they're being oppressed. Homeless people are people that are on the side of the road that stink, that they're panhandlers. That's what I'm saying. I know everybody that's homeless doesn't deserve to be in that situation, and I know it's good homeless people. I know it's working homeless people out there. I'm speaking about a panhandler wanting to sit in my car smelling like piss and mush. Like I'm a bigot when it comes to that. I'm not. That's all.
I understand. I have a lot of but compassion for the homeless. Living in New York a long time, and now in LA, and I'm a big believer in second chances, and that's why I do shows in jails and stuff. There's so many people who have no voice. So many people who aren't out here on stereo yelling about their freaking opinions like us. and whoever this
Straight
next
up.
motherfucker is.
Jeff, hey, help me talk my wife into thinking that this is a podcast thing that we can get down on.
All right.
She will probably only buy it if the Roastmaster General says so.
The Roastmaster
Thank you, Shawn
General.
Thanks,
Michael.
bro.
Let me tell you something, Shawn Michael's wife. Stereo, this is where it's at. People can finally talk to each other again. You don't have to do it in a tweet. You can look face to face. It's a lot of fun. It's a little serious tonight. I'm talking to Joe Hundo, who's a Trump supporter, African American, seems to have mixed feelings about his dad and the homeless.
Shut
But Sean's
up,
wife, this is for you. Sean's wife, this is for you. Come back every night. I'll be here. I'll talk to you. I'll talk to Sean. I love the fans. I love this open exchange of ideas that we're getting on stereo tonight. Joe Hundo, yeah, for years. Let's hear some of these messages. A lot of people, a lot of messages.
Joe, you sounds ignorant. How you gonna be a bigot against homeless? I hope your ass is never homeless ever in life. Ever. What up, Jess motherfucking Ross?
What's up, Shia Lev? You might just have to sit back and take some of these, Joe.
I want to hear a message. I want to hear a message.
I want to hear a message. Guys got a.
Hey Jeff, I'm going deer hunting this weekend. You ever hunted for anything?
Hunted for anything? I'm not a big hunter. No. I'm looking for a good handyman. I'm hunting for that. If you can. Come on,
Jeff
Maze,
Ross,
where you
I
at?
think you probably voted for Kanye.
Thanks, Maze. Yeah, Kanye was my write-in ballot, but not for the presidential election, for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Hey Jeff, I think they found nude photos of you on Hunter Biden's laptop.
That might be true.
I just don't get how you want to talk about peace and love, but like be hating on homeless people, man.
Oh my gosh.
Just love everybody, dude.
Can I answer this?
Thank
Jeff?
you. No, it's okay. People need to be heard. People need to be heard. But you know, I don't disagree with.
You know, sometimes I just want to suck big black cocks. Like I know there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes I feel like I need to put a big juicy cock in my mouth.
I think this guy just needs someone to talk to, Joe. I'm not sure what was happening there, but he sounds cute. I know you're a married man, Joe Hundo.
Biden or Trump? Who do you think is going to win the election, Biden or Trump?
That's a good question, Amelia. You know, you say you voted for Trump, Joe. Do you think he's going to win?
I honestly don't think he's gonna win. But I
what do you
would
think?
rather.
What do you think? What do you think the difference is this time to last time? Then, if he loses, why do you think? Why do you think he lost? I have my own theory, but
well, my theory is just it's a lot of low information voters out there. It's a lot of people that are looking to get, government assistance type people. And I ain't trying to disrespect nobody because I don't want nobody jumping down my throat. But low information voters is the only reason that Trump gonna win. It's more dummies out there than more smart people. And not saying that people are dumb. Like
Trump and voters are the least informed. They're watching Fox News. They're getting a fraction of the news.
I agree. You heard my answer. Who do I think is going to win? Biden, because it's just more. It's more low information voters voting for Biden than Trump. That's all I'm saying.
I see. All right. Well, I don't know. Going to be an interesting time. I think Trump. His act was fresh 4 years ago. I didn't agree with it any of it, but it was fresh. And now 4 years later, he's doing the same act. He's build that wall and lock her up and the laptops. And I think any entertainer's got to evolve or change the act up. And then when COVID came along, he had an easy layup. He could have just said, all right, well, let's listen to the doctors and close down. And I'm sorry. But he kept acting like he was in the hospitality business. Everything's fine. We're open for business. Come on in. And that didn't work. And then on a marketing, like instead of these red hats, 4 years later, the same damn hat. They could have had red masks. Make America healthy again, or whatever. They blew the biggest merchandising deal in history. They could have sold 100 million MAGA masks.
Yeah. They slept on it. Made a mistake.
As a comic who hawks my own T-shirts, it makes me crazy.
They blew it.
They blew it on the mask, man. They would have made so much. Oh, anyway.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are now listening to the official Jeff Ross and Joe Hundo line tonight at 9:36, 7:36.
Too slow, Food Fans,
yes,
Texas. Too slow. I appreciate the shout out, but I ain't got all fucking night for this guy.
Hey, what's up? How's it going, guys? Dude.
Oh, so he went right to the quickest
But
way.
Joe, the gun guys smoke marijuana too.
Oh shit, Golden Strata, the gun guy smoked marijuana. That can't be a good that can't be a good combination, but
So, question for Joe. Do you really believe that Trump has the best interest of Black Americans at heart? And do you think that he represents your best interests well? Do you believe that he's somebody who is going to stay in office and fight for things that are going to benefit you, that are going to benefit your community, that are going to benefit your country? Is that really, truly what you believe?
All right, Joe, do you care to comment?
Yeah, I do. The answer to that question would be no. I don't truly believe he's going to do any of that, but I think Donald Trump would delegate someone to do it enough that hopefully whatever he's doing will work.
Oh boy. I really feel like you're short on information sometimes, man.
I mean, I just ain't trying to get. Jeff. Since we've been going, I caught the drift of what's going on. So I ain't trying to turn this into like a Fox News debate. That's all.
I understand. I understand it. We're just having fun here.
Yeah, I'm here for the promo for my podcast, where you can find everything that I'm saying is, a podcast put together already.
All right, everybody follow Joe Hundo. There's so many messages. I don't know how much more of this I can take. I am having a lot of fun. I am having a lot of fun with you, Joe. And I appreciate you being...
Did I earn a follow back, Jeff?
I already followed you half an hour ago, man.
Yeah, so we just got to do this again if you ever down for it. And I can go a lot more harder if you would like me to. But
I love the tension. It's election eve here in America. There's people listening from other places too. And here I am talking to a man I don't necessarily agree with, but you're a lot of fun to talk to, Joe. And I know that people love leaving you messages.
The best part about this entire conversation is Jeff Ross secretly reading the fuck out of this dude.
Can you be racist towards white people too?
Of course.
Yes,
what kind of question is that?
Yes, you can be racist. And Jeff Ross, I would, if you're going to try to read me, you need to go to the YouTube and social media and everything, because you will be fooled if you're trying to read me right now. Look at my avatar. That looks nothing like me. Trust me.
Oh, okay. I'm sure.
The crackhead daddy stuff, you might be dead on, but outside of that, you're going to miss a lot. For real.
No, I'm not trying to sum you up just from one silly random ass stereo hookup, but I'm just having some fun. And it's a good way to bring people together because we're getting along great, right?
Yeah, I'm going to Google you and look you up and follow you and support you, Mr.
Thank you, Joe.
Mr. Ross. I got you. I don't even know
I'm a funny motherfucker. You don't have to worry about that. You and your wife, next time you're smoking it out, you guys go to Netflix and put on Bumping Mics, my Netflix series, or Historical Roast, my other Netflix series, or download my podcast on Apple Podcasts, Thick Skin with Jeff Ross. And sometimes I put my stereo talks up on my podcast. So maybe you'll let me do that, Joe, and then we can trade.
Yeah, definitely, man. I appreciate it. And for the record, I'm not married. I'm divorced. She once was my wife. We still like doing our thing together. I'm just, when you're good, Jeff. That's all I can say, man. When
I
you're good,
feel
you're
you,
good.
Joe. I feel you, Joe.
That's all it boils down to. But I'll listen.
Yeah, listen. You
Heard.
guys need to be talking about what's going on in this fucking country. Black Lives Matter is not good. It's going to take down the white man and take down this fucking country.
Damn, woman. Jeez.
Yes. Totally agree to a certain extent. They outrageous. They do too much.
Do too much.
Yes, they canceling everything. You can't even be white no more from what I'm gathering out here in these streets, man. Like, Black Lives Matter is not what the league read. I don't know any black people that represent Black Lives Matter in real life. It's all on TV. It's all yeah, she's right. You're right, lady.
Wow, I'm gonna stay out of that one. Don't you recommend I stay out of that one, Joe?
Not really. I mean, I just have your stance on it, but I feel like, honestly, people that are not black represent Black Lives Matter. To me, is just white guilt. I'm not out here screaming white. I'm not out here screaming white lives matter because I'm not white. I can't. That again, just going back, I can't speak for them. So how are you white and speaking for black people? I guess.
I can only speak for white Jewish comedians from Newark, New Jersey, in their mid-50s.
Straight up, and they get respected. World renowned. That's what's up.
That's right. All right, come on. There's so many fucking messages.
Donald Trump is not a racist. Black people kill each other. Black people are racist against each other. They kill each other.
Okay.
All right.
We get it. Assume down.
Jesus, man. She's not smoking any weed tonight. She needs, lady, take a hit.
Yeah.
Take a hit. We're all with you, but take a hit.
Donald Trump is a fucking idiot.
Anthony .41 with the.
Yeah.
You think Trump's an idiot? You still voted for him?
Yes. What part of that is it like? Because Jeff, isn't it my right to vote as an American? Yep, I'm American.
Why would you vote for somebody you think's an idiot?
Joe Biden is not cohesive. He can barely speak sentences. Both of them are idiots. Like, I see two old ass white idiots, and I see Trump. I see Trump on my television, and he's funny. Like, he's entertaining. Like, I would rather watch Trump on
his
TV.
act is tired. Come on. Don't you want to see the first black woman as a vice president?
Man, I'm not into that. Because the first black woman is not going to say, hey, all my black people, here's $50,000. Hey, all my black people, here's $5,000. Your life has changed forever. $5K. And I know 10 fucking African Americans whose life will never be the same. They not doing that. So to me, I don't give a damn about your skin color. I don't give a damn about your preference. Like, I don't care. Like, Trump is funny. Biden is not. Like, yeah, I'm just saying.
I'm a comedian, and I didn't even vote for the funniest guy. Everyone knows Trump's funny, but that's why you voted for him? You're crazy.
No, don't take it out of context. That's another reason. That's another reason why he got my vote. Put it like that.
You're funny. All right, here we go. We're live on stereo. Yeah, go ahead.
My brother in Florida, this is my brother. We less than 2 years apart. I called him and I asked him who he voted for. We don't talk about politics as much as I do talk about politics. He said Trump.
Huh.
Go ahead and play the next one. He just said Trump. Go ahead.
Okay.
I recognize the president as an asshole. Period.
Agreed.
Thank you, Dosage. You think he's an asshole, Joe? And
yes,
you still voted for him.
I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole. My kids still love me. Like, to be somebody, to be strong, asshole is a good characteristic for a strong man. It is
Oh
what it
my
is.
God, you are. All right.
Jeff,
I
do you
can't
have?
argue. I
Jeff,
can't
do you?
argue with that.
Jeff,
With that
I
logic.
was
What?
just about to say, Jeff, do you have staff?
I do.
Are you just kumbaya? Or are you an asshole?
I'm kumbaya. That's why they run all
You're
over me. And
lying.
I shouldn't be running anything.
Somebody's an asshole in your staff, right?
No, I don't have a staff. I'm just playing around. I'm just here with my
Well,
dogs and my cousin most of the time.
heard that. I got you. You know what I'm saying, though. Let's go.
I hear you. I hear you. All right. Let's see if we got some people, some other assholes want to leave some voice messages.
Yeah.
I do not feel that Trump is racist.
Okay.
I feel that way because I come from, I'm an American, and I see his point of view from an American, from somebody who wants to stand American first, and then let's help out our fellow countries. Okay, so his number one thing is building up America. He runs the USA. He doesn't run the world. He should be helping us first. There's a big problem if we're just like, man, we have a president who's doing everything else but doing what he's supposed to do and protecting the United States and doing what.
Okay, like doing he works for the USA.
Like, we get it.
Look,
Hurry up.
Natalia, whatever your name is, I appreciate your message and I understand what you're trying to say, but you're saying it in the longest winded way possible, and you don't really sound like you thought it completely out. I think the president of the United States is a leader of the free world. They don't have just a responsibility to America. They have a responsibility to the world. We have allies and partners that we're responsible for, that we protect. They help protect us. To simplify it like that is not great. So as much as I appreciate your message, I strongly disagree. Let's hear the next message.
How can you vote for a president who's a racist? Question mark.
All right, Dosage. Good question.
Joe?
Joe?
It's an excellent question, Dosage. How many presidents were racist before Donald Trump would be my response. Did Donald Trump create racism? Did Donald Trump create the establishment? No, he did not. But we as people are putting a burden on Donald Trump, and we're not looking at it for what it is.
All right. I guess you can rationalize anything, Joe Hundo.
So it's only racist when it's against a different race other than yours.
Ooh.
That's a very good question, and I'm going to give you a very honest answer. Yes.
Shoot.
Yes. The answer is yes. Next question.
Let's ask Joe what Donald Trump has actually done for the black community besides putting in the First Step Act that only allows federal prisoners, that aren't high risk to, actually enlist in it. I don't think
he's talking about the First Step Act, which I was also involved in, where we let nonviolent criminals out early as a country. It's a very woke and progressive approach and a good first step in criminal justice reform. And if you're in jail, and the reason I supported it, and I did go to the White House on behalf of it at the invitation of the president and Van Jones's group, Cut 50, shout out to them. It's because if you're in prison, my rationale was that if you're in prison and you're there for a nonviolent crime, you're in there for selling weed, something that's legal now, you should come out, and you don't give a flying fuck who the president is. You just want to come out and get as much of your life back as possible. So I think criminal justice reform is one of those things that can be nonpartisan. Do you know much about that? Do you follow that issue, Joe?
Yes, I do, and I want to just say shout out to Trent Copeland. He was a part of that program, serving time federally, and he will be getting out early and soon, all because of that. So I mean, it's little stuff like that if we just putting that on the scale of who should I vote for, I know someone that was affected to who was everything that you just described, and he was a recipient of that. So that's what I'm saying. Like I can
Beautiful.
respect it.
How's he doing now?
Yeah. He doing fine. He's a productive citizen of society.
That's wonderful. All right, Joe Hundo, Jeff Ross, we're live on stereo. It's America's Election Eve. Scarier than Halloween.
I don't hate anyone, period. I might have biases, period. But those are correctable with knowledge, period.
Ooh, Dosage, who I happen to know is an attorney, breaking it down, saying he has biases where you claim to be have bigotry against certain groups, Joe.
Yeah. We all do. You can dress up any type of present and put a bow on it and put it under the Christmas tree and it'll get received. That's my response.
Oh, okay. All right. I think we've covered that part earlier, so we'll keep going.
Yeah.
I voted Biden today.
Thank you.
Didn't really love it. This is the deal. We have to be
Trump out,
nice.
Right?
Be nice. Be nice.
Thank you, Ziegler. I agree. Yeah. Be nice. Be nice to people. That's why I'm talking to a Trump supporter. He's not even a Trump supporter. He's a Trump voter who claims he voted for him because he was an asshole and entertaining. Two things you seem to think are important.
Yeah, there we go. I agree with that statement.
When haven't I had a person of color in my home, period?
All right. Dosage,
Okay, Dosage, shout out, representing, keeping it real.
Yeah. Wait, Joe Hundo, are you black or are you mixed or are you Hispanic? Just curious.
Shabizi.
Whatever you want me to be, bro. If you can't pick up off the lingo, I don't know.
Well, now you're asking people to profile your voice, Joe Hundo. That's not right either. You stated earlier that you're a black man.
I'm a black man. I'm a black man. Yeah, I'm black. I'm black. And people profile voices. That's real. It's not something to shy. Jeff, these conversations we should be having. Go ahead, though. I'm black.
Elvis was a hero to most, but he never meant shit to me. I'm more black than anybody on this motherfucking app right now. I'm so.
I would agree.
Although you're the one wearing the fucking Run DMC / you're the one wearing the LL Cool J fucking Kango, Joe Hundo.
Ladies love Cool James, man.
Ladies love Cool Joe and Cool Jeff.
Listen, man, this guy Joe Hundo is full of contradictions. He keeps contradicting himself left and right. Ugh.
Okay.
Well, we all
do.
Okay, I will go ahead and I'll answer that question. My really good friend Ron just left my house, and he's black. And I think he went to the store because I had to leave really quick, and I don't know where he went. And I'm trying to get his ass to come back here because I know he would love to be a part of this conversation. And
all right, darling, I love you, but again, this isn't your podcast with these 4-minute fucking messages. I mean, okay, my friend Ron, I think he went to the store, and I think he's black. I never asked him, but yeah. So it's all about me and every detail of my story.
Yeah.
And
if Trump is racist against Mexicans or Spanish people, and one of your friends is Mexican or Spanish, then how can you support someone that is racist towards your friend? How can you call that person your friend? Maybe they're not your friend. Maybe you're just talking. Maybe you're just talking too damn much about nothing. You're just going all over the place, brother. I ain't trying to disrespect you, but you just running your mouth, man. You're just trying to. Oh no, you're just trying to be a contrarian. I think. I never trust people with Pringles mustache.
Okay.
I'm following you. Act accordingly. You're a fun motherfucker, man. I'm following this guy.
Act accordingly. If Trump is racist towards my best friend, how am I? And I'm supporting him. What does that have to do with me and my best friend relationship? Nothing.
Because you're supporting somebody who's your friend's
But when you
hater,
but like what? See, I like what you said. I'm a Trump voter, and if I don't take nothing away from this conversation, when it's gonna be that I'm not a Trump supporter, I'm a Trump voter. Like I don't support Trump. Like go Trump, go. But did I go in there? But like you heard someone say they didn't feel good about voting for Biden. Well, why the fuck did you do it? Because you a low information voter. That's why. Just vote.
no,
You
it's
could have wrote
because
Jeff
they
Ross' name down.
don't do that. All right, well, it's intense, man, and there's no right or wrong answers to any of this shit, and everybody has a justification. The important thing is we're talking to each other, even though we agree to disagree, and we agree that we can have a few laughs together. We don't have to go much longer. We can fly through some of these messages, Joe. A lot of messages.
All right, I'll be quiet. Yeah,
If Jeff introduced me to Kenan Thompson, comma, he'd be my new best friend, period.
Thanks, Dustin.
Even if you can't tell the last time you had someone of a different race or ethnic background over for dinner, doesn't mean that when you see them, you automatically hate them. Like, you know they're human at the end of the day, and whatever differences you have are freaking very superficial. So,
Of course.
yeah.
Thank you, Golden Strata. Good point.
True.
And honestly, when you say white people, do you stereotype in your mind the man with the khakis and the flip-flop sandal and, you know, the polo shirt with the floppy hat or something, or do you see somebody with cowboy boots, Wranglers, and a flannel, or do you see somebody who's all ragged
with the flip-flops and the
a question for 5 minutes, a close-ended question. No.
I wish on this app I could stop and start her and drag it out, but it doesn't let you do that. But thank you, Nat.
Joe Hondo looked like Ted Kaczynski dropping off a package.
I stay dropping off packages.
Act accordingly.
Oh man, y'all having some real conversation. That's what's up.
Thank
you, Joe Hundo. Hope you're doing good, and Jeff. Yeah, this is fun. Good talk.
Thank you, Chubby. I'm really having fun.
Joe Hondo looked like Freddie Mercury's fifth boyfriend from the islands.
I got friends, and yeah, some of them are black, and I don't really see it that way, but I do notice that if me and my boys would go to like a predominantly white neighborhood or grocery store, like Whole Foods or something, I would notice like the interaction or that. So I'm aware of that when I'm around them, my friends. But
All right, Nate. Thank you. I'm not your fucking shrink.
For real, Nate. We get it. It's okay.
Nate seems like a good guy. Just trying to make a point. Thank you.
Wait. You guys have 55 listeners? What kind of sorcery is this? What magic is... What's the secret?
Thank you, Esther, because we're fucking interesting, motherfuckers.
What is this? What are we talking about? What's happening? What is everybody?
This is Stereo, live. Jeff Ross. Joe Hundo. He's in Texas. I'm in LA. He voted for Trump. I didn't. But we're still friends. Randomly matched together here on Stereo. And there's lots of people who want to ask us questions and make fun of us. That's what's going on, baby.
that's regular weed, you know, still season stems and all, just smoking the swag. Roll up.
Thank you.
I don't know about the seeds and the stems, but as far as the flower of the plant, I'm on it.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, sir.
Are you smoking tonight?
I think I'm done for the night, honestly.
All right.
You only smoke Reggie. Joe Hundo. I knew it was something was up with you, man, when you came on here with that goddamn bee hunter hat on, man. What the fuck? That's that Reggie, man. Got you out here chasing honeybees and shit.
Nah, ain't no flavor to that Reggie. It's just stank and tastes like spinach. But it get you high.
Straight up.
They're making fun of your shitty pot, Joe.
Oh, I ain't tripping. I've been smoking weight. Trust me, it's all good. I get it.
Okay.
I want to hear more.
Reggie is regular. Jeff,
yes.
Come on.
Thanks.
See, that's that Reggie, man. Have a motherfucking trip and have a black man staring in the mirror at his pupils and shit. The fuck?
Yeah. Thank you, mate.
You should try it. You should try it, Maze. You should try it, bruh.
Joe Hondo look like he take upskirts pictures for a living.
That's a good one. I like that one, Jeff. I can't lie.
Hello, Jeff Ross. This is Barack. I'm just calling to say I'm a big fan. I remember your real session with Blake Griffin. Oh, you did your thing. I'm a big fan. Blake Griffin is a great scorer. He drops 30, but you roasted him for 30 minutes. Great. I'm a big fan, Jeff Ross. Maybe one.
Thank you, Mr. President. I really appreciate that.
Thank you, Barack.
Hey, no bullshit. Every time Jeff Ross say Trump, his dogs bark. That's crazy to the motherfucker.
That is wild,
Hey,
Jeff.
man, they really don't
That
like Trump,
crazy.
man. I think Jeff Ross got black dogs over there, man.
Hey, Joe Hundo.
Jeff, that's true.
You go ahead and support Trump, while the rest of us deal with the racist and bigot renaissance that's happening right now.
Right.
Oh, yeah, dude. I mean, what didn't he just, deputize a bunch of fucking rednecks
Oh, my
and
gosh. Come on.
other fucking...
Yeah, man.
But you got the sound bites and all that, man. That shit we have to show.
Well, then what kind of news should we listen to? You say we're all uninformed voters, Joe. Make some recommendations. What do you look at?
What do I look at? I look at the tape. Like, I seen that tape. That shit did look dangerous. But that looked dangerous, right, Jeff? Them people doing that to the bus with Trump trucks and all that. But then I'm like, okay. But did Trump really tell them to do that, though?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay, then. Look, Jeff, that explains it. That explains
it. An asshole. What kind of asshole move is that? To
that
fucking pull up on a bus with innocent people and surround and scare them. The fuck did the bus driver do? Those people should be put in jail for doing that.
I agree, man. I agree, but I just don't think Donald Trump told them to go trap that bus. But if he did, that is some fucking historic shit. And that's all I'm saying. Like, damn, like he is out here doing shit like that. That's crazy.
It's crazy times, man. It's crazy times.
But is he doing that to a bus full of black people like the media wish he would do? Like, if that would have been the NCAA, if that would have been the NCAACP, it would have went down.
It still should go down. All those people should be arrested. You can't be harassing people with a motor vehicle.
My friend told me the girl that was about to run out of gas, he said she was got apprehended. I don't know how true that was or not.
Right. Whew. All right. Lots of messages here from me and Joe Hundo.
Oh, this is Jeff Ross.
Get him out of here.
The guy on the roast show. The one that Pete Davidson makes fun of. Oh, shit.
Now you got it.
Nice to meet you anyway.
Thanks, Matt. Nice to meet you, too.
Joe Hundo. Is that how you say it, Joe Hundo? Joe. Come on, dude. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, Joe Hundo? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about, Joe Hundo? Thank you, Life of Kai. All right. Check out Life of Kai on YouTube.
Joe Hondo out here waiting for Trump to bring back Prima Nocta.
Prima
Nocta?
What's
know
that?
What that is.
I don't know what that was.
I'm not waiting on him. Turn.
Oh, got someone just talking, breathing deeply.
Joe Hondo, with much respect, man. You bringing up a lot of valid points, dude.
Ooh, Chaos. You got a fan. You got a fan. Thank you, Chaos.
Appreciate it.
How could we possibly be united under a president who wants to build a wall in between Mexico? How could we possibly be united when your president wants to ban Muslims?
That's right, Sean D. Good question, and I agree with you. How can we be united when we have a divisive leader? Doesn't that bother you, Joe?
It does to a certain extent, but he didn't just wake up and say, "I'm y'all president." He was voted into office, and he's only as divisive as you will allow. Like he racist towards Mexicans, right? My best friend Mexican. That don't make me racist just because I voted for him.
A lot of people disagree with that.
It's called an unpopular opinion, Jeff, and that's what the fuck is wrong with us today. That's exactly what's wrong.
Hey, yo, Jeff Ross looks like Earthworm Jim's foreskin.
Joe Hondo, we're called United States in name, I believe, and Trump didn't create racism, but he definitely is a symptom of it. You know what I'm saying? I don't think the United States is united because there isn't a racial hegemony. You know what I'm saying? White supremacists hold office. They hold local office. They're able to run for president and shit.
Yeah.
And they're able to oppose their racist views on to African Americans, African diaspora, people of color, and the world suffers because of it. So you supporting somebody that basically is a huge piece of shit. The guy has a huge, long history of treating specifically black people like a dookie. And I haven't said dookie since the 7th grade.
Thank you, Son Pay West. Letting it all hang out there. It's tough. You don't hear about a lot of people of color voting for Donald Trump, but I guess we found one tonight.
Yeah, and I don't really understand where he was going with that.
Well, I let everybody talk here on stereo. It's important that everybody be heard.
Heard that. He made good points, but it's just we know like the system is not going anywhere. They like the reform and all that. Instead of police reform and defunding the police, they need to reform the way that the government is set up and established, and for people just sitting in seats for X amount of years. They need to put a limit on that, and you got to get all these old white dudes out of there. Until then, just sit tight. We can't just march down to get them out of there. Like, I don't know. Little Joe Hundo can't solve that. That's a big thing, though. Yeah.
Well, we're not going to solve much tonight other than killing an hour or so, venting a little bit, getting to know each other a little bit,
yes,
being heard, letting people kind of vent a little bit. The tensions are running so high in America right now. And there's a lot of people expressing their rage, whether it's on the streets and on social media. So I really hope things stay peaceful. I would hate to see, a lot of people are boarding up their businesses and they're not going anywhere. Honestly, my buddy's going to be at the Comedy Store. I was a little nervous about going down to see him on election night. It's intense. It's intense, but that's what America is. We live and die by our elections. We live and die by our elections. That's why it's so important that the integrity of the election. It's funny, like Donald Trump, his final move here, Joe, is to say, "Oh, the elections, they're rigged." When my entire life, America was the country that went to other countries to monitor their elections. That's what Jimmy Carter used to do, and James Baker, and these guys used to monitor foreign elections to make sure they were democratic. And now suddenly we're throwing all this doubt into our elections. It's heartbreaking.
Yeah, I agree, man. But so is that rhetoric, or is he doing it because from what I'm seeing, all the courts is declining his little attempts for the voter, the stuff that he's doing, he's losing it on the local level.
Okay, well, that's good to know.
Yeah, like he's not winning. Like the stuff that he's trying to do with the ballots, he's losing. Like no one is saying yes, Trump, go forward. They all are saying no, you cannot do that. So I mean, it ain't. It's like, but it ain't too much. Whoever the people gonna speak, and that's what I'm saying. That you can vote for Trump or you can vote for Biden. You are the people. Your voice will be heard. If he like right now, if Trump loses, you're allowing my voice to be heard. I'll take it. It's like in some way or fashion, your voice will be heard. It ain't people. Is the president our Messiah? Are we look? When has the president just ever got elected and just changed someone's life just dramatically, like winning the lotto?
Abe Lincoln.
I'm not. It's all on how you look at that one.
FDR. Not suddenly, but the New Deal, and he took care of Social Security and that kind of stuff.
See, I'm not. My age wouldn't. My age.
You're not old enough to remember Abe Lincoln.
I know. I mean, I'm old enough to remember what I was taught about Abe Lincoln through the American education system, public, yeah. And then
well,
when
if you want the
older,
real story, yeah.
Yes. Tell me where to get it, Jeff.
On Netflix, on Historical Roasts. Funny show. You'll love it. We roasted Abe Lincoln. Bob Saget played Abe Lincoln, and John Stamos played John Wilkes Booth, and Yamaneika Saunders played Harriet Tubman, and Natasha Leggero played Mary Todd Lincoln, and I played a Civil War Roastmaster General. Historical roast on Netflix. It's a funny show. Anyway, I feel like I've kept you on so long, and you've been very generous and very candid about your political opinions,
Appreciate
Joe. And maybe I should just bang through a few of these. The dogs, as soon as I'm about to say Trump, the dogs started barking. So
we heard them. We got called out already. Well, I'm following this platform, and just for the record, everybody, I'm gonna get the links and all that in my description. My podcast is called.
My friends just came over, so I can't wait to tell them about what a fun night I had. What's your podcast called?
The podcast, you can find me on YouTube at Joe Hundo, Joe space Hundo. The podcast is called Get It How You Live Podcast. Get It How You Live Podcast. Yes, Jeff. Thank you. Get It How You Live Podcast.
Yeah, I think I'm sure you made some fans tonight. Even if people don't agree with you, you were very interesting and a lot of fun to talk to, Joe.
All right, Jeff, and the same to you, and you earned a new fan as well, sir. And we'll check you out on every platform.
You and I have 143 unlistened to messages tonight.
Well, that's what's up. We'll get to you all. We promise.
Maybe someday. My friends just showed up. I feel like I'm being 150. Kai, we heard your message. It was fun. Wow, there's so many messages. Should I just blast through a few, or should we save them for next time?
Want to save them for a later date, or how do that work? If you want to blast through
I don't know.
go ahead. If you want to,
I'm going to play 5 in a row. I'm going to play 5 in a row.
Jeff Ross, Joe Hundo, I got another question for y'all. If they make the vaccine mandatory, are you two taking it?
Yes, I would definitely take it.
I don't think I'm going to take it.
Oh, come on. You'll take it.
I mean, it just depends on what's going on, but I couldn't answer that right now, honestly, Jeff. Next,
you're crazy. You got to take it. All right, you got to take it.
Hey, Jeff.
Heard that.
Ooh, Mona Lisa. What a fun way to end the night. Yeah, I don't know what
Yo, Jeff Ross. Yo, what's up? Joe Hundo. You know what I want to say is, I don't think abortions should be taken away. They should stay here. If abortions had always been here, we would be blessed by not having Jeff Ross here. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Oscar
Damn.
G. That was one of the best jokes of the night. All right. I'll let him get the last laugh. Thank you, Oscar G. Thank you to everybody who wrote jokes tonight, who asked us questions. I really found tonight's stereo live show special edition of Thick Skin with Jeff Ross very cathartic. Really enjoyed talking to Joe Hundo. Follow him on this app and all those other places.
Yes, sir.
You're a good man, Joe. And whatever happens, I hope I talk to you again.
Yeah, we'll try. Let's do it. I'm looking forward to it, Jeff. Thank you for the opportunity, man. For real. I appreciate it.
I had a blast. Thank you, buddy. Go to roastmastergeneral.com, everybody, and get your emotional support human Thick Skin with Jeff Ross merch. And
yes, sir.
And live your best life, everybody. Be nice to each other. Life is hard, but don't worry. We're getting through it together.